Hello, wrestling fans. Ed Brulger here, and welcome to NJCW Championship Clash. Check out our three-part Road to MegaBrawl retrospective series. It's available on YouTube and on Facebook. Get the full story of everything leading up to our super main event. Tonight we'll take a look at the qualifiers, who will take the last few remaining spots in the MegaBrawl. Let's go ringside with Doc Lester for the action.
MegaBrawl main event. Introduce the first from match to as the Dayton, New Jersey, Pioneer, William Lee. His opponent tonight, third part, New Jersey, Nick LaCastro.
We haven't even heard a bell yet. And already the Pine Barrens going after Nasty Nick. This is a MegaBrawl qualifier. I was going to say it's a real treat for us here in NJCW to see Nasty Nick competing as an active wrestler. He doesn't do it that much anymore. His duties as the board enforcer at our live events. Pine Barren, of course, a 2015 MegaBrawl champion. At the time, won a title shot for the belt. Nasty Nick at the time was in the championship picture himself. Nasty Nick still as strong as ever, but perhaps the ring rust shows most in the agility and just the awareness of the pace of the match. And if you're trying to get your pacing back, the Pine Barren is the wrong guy to have to get it back again. Perhaps nobody in NJCW works a faster match, knows how to turn up the tempo when he feels his opponent lagging. If this is a power match, Nasty Nick might have the advantage. If this is a pace and quick strike match, the Pine Barren has the advantage. Although the Pine Barren, don't let the size advantage of this match fool you. The Pine Barren is a strong fellow in there. Taking big right hands here though. And a big hip toss. That takes some power there to hip toss a man out of a standing position. Nasty Nick showing the strength on that move, and the Pine Barren wants a breather. The Pine Barren knows when to quicken the pace, and he knows when to break his opponent's momentum. He's got till the count of 10 to get back into a vertical base. Collar and elbow tie-up advantage here should go to the bigger, stronger man with the leverage, and it does. Big frying pan slap in the middle. Can Nasty Nick follow it up? He greases up the palm and delivers another one. And the spittle flies everywhere here in the Monroe Business Arena. The crowd here in Williamstown, New Jersey behind Nasty Nick, who's got the Pine Barren all the way up and all the way down with a big vertical suplex. Nasty Nick may have hurt his shoulder there, though. Nasty Nick has had back problems and shoulder problems. In addition to his duties as board enforcer, the injuries have just taken the toll on him. His long career decorated as a tag team and singles champ. We've got to cover 1, 2 only. Pine Barren rolled the shoulder. Nasty Nick, one of those wrestlers who laid it all on the line and gave it all in the ring. He's transitioned to a career beyond being a full-time in-ring competitor. Dragging up now by his hair. Tossing him to the outside. Now the crowd can boo him up close and personal. Pine Barren earlier grabbed the microphone and for some reason tried to get the crowd to boo Thanksgiving in Jesus. Nasty Nick stalking again on the outside, getting impatient. But he doesn't want to stall either. Nasty Nick wants the momentum, he wants to deliver impact maneuvers, and he wants to win this match. Big shot on the outside of the gut. We'll say it was to the gut, although it may have been a little lower than that.
10, that's enough of this.
Jack the Back Robertson, did he continue to count there? He did. He's calling for the bell. And he's counting out Nasty Nick, who is the second man to the outside. Apparently, Jack the Back Robertson kept the count going on the outside. The Pine Baron got back into the ring. Nasty Nick did not. Winner by a countout. This is a shame for a MegaBrawl qualifier to end like this. Nasty Nick is not pleased, but this was a standard match, and countouts are a viable way, a valid way to end a match. The Pine Baron wins on a technicality. And we'll see the Pine Baron in MegaBrawl's main event. Nasty Nick followed him to the back. We've got a commotion in the back. We're not sure what's going on back there.
A count-out victory sends the Pine Baron to MegaBrawl.
We've got a hot crowd here in Williamstown. And it's the Lots of Street Ladder, the aforementioned, well-decorated.
Jacket's fine, don't worry about it. Don't worry about the jacket! Don't worry about the jacket! You worry about me! Be quiet over there.
He's a former NJCW singles champion, and tonight, what's it like for you tonight to be back in MegaBrawl's classic main event?
First things first. Yo, be quiet. Can I speak my piece? Yeah. Can I speak my piece? No. Can I speak my piece? I am going to be your 2019 MegaBrawl champion. Right. That's right. Not only am I going to be winning it in 2019, I'll win it in 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025, 2026, 2027, 2028, and 2029. 10 years of me as your MegaBrawl champ, baby. That's all I got for you. I'm coming for the MegaBrawl title tonight.
Your opponent, Steve Farley with Buffalo Hard.
He was forced to retire from wrestling after failing to win the MegaBrawl main event. Thanks to the deep pockets of Diamond Earl Scruggs, as Mike Hansen alluded to earlier. He is back in MegaBrawl 2019 with a chance to get into the main event. Facing off here against Steve Farley. Big right hands in the corner there. Irish whip into the turnbuckle. Steve Farley has the upper hand already.
Who wants to see the Black Horse?
Tough to say what to make of Mike Acid at this point as we get a tag into Black Horse. Mike Acid's a former two-time singles champion here at NJCW. But he's been out of NJCW for almost 4 full years. What's he been up? He certainly looks different. He sounds different. Seems to have a different outlook, different attitude. Cold stunner! Mike Acid has now felt the brunt of both members of the opposing tag team. 2 shoulder blocks from the Black Horse and a big boot. Black Horse tagging in Steve Farley. This match is, can we say it's getting contentious here? This is more than a wrestling match at this point. It's getting nasty, it's getting testy in there. There's a scoop and a slam from Steve Farley. To the outside now. One former champ in the middle of the ring. Another former champ on the top rope, missing the elbow. Mike Acid rolls out of the way. They know each other well, even though it's been several years. Is he going for the Campanella now? He's trying to turn him. Can he cinch it in? Can he step over? He's turned him halfway. Can he step over? If Mike Acid steps over, this one might be over. Steve finally gets to the ropes. Steve finally gets to the rope. Mike Acid waiting for the count of 4 there to break the hold. Kick for good measure on his way out of the ring by Mike Acid. Front face lock now. This is a wear down hold, trying to see how much Steve Farley has left. May not be much. Official checking in there. Brett Loring raises the hand a third time. No, it does not drop. Steve Farley still has some left in the tank. He's still got enough awareness of where he is in the ring and what's going on. Right hands right out of it. Almost knocked the spectacles off of Diamond Earl there. Irish whip into the rope. Big back elbow floors the big man. Steve Farley tagging in Black Horse. Double boots to the gut, but Mike Acid in to break it up. Diamond Earl might be the legal man in there, but Mike Acid has a hold of Black Horse. Elbow connects from Steve Farley. Who's legal here? Is it Steve Farley? We got a 3 count.
The winner, Steve Farley with Cowboy Black Horse.
Mike Acid has a big problem with the referee here. He is in Brett Loring's face. What's going on? We got a 3 count. Steve Farley and Black Horse.
With his partner's help, Steve Farley is going to MegaBrawl once again.
First time since 2016 that we've had the Classic MegaBrawl main event. If you're not familiar with our main event, it's a 10-man match. The action is going to be wild. Falls count anywhere in the building, so you may get up close and personal with some of our competitors later tonight. We're going to introduce at least one of them now. You may know our next guest here. Let's see if we can bring him out.
Oh, so righteous, baby! Come on, let me hear you! Come on, scream with me, folks! It's MegaBrawl night!
And what am I most excited about? Well, it's simple. I don't gotta be one person. Not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, not 8, no, 9 individuals all get a taste of that Sunday gravy. It's been sitting on the stove all day long, and I'm dishing it out.
You know who's in this match tonight. You know what it's going to be like having to watch every side of yourself while you're in there. What are you looking forward to most about getting in the ring with the best that NJCW has to offer tonight?
I know Steve Farley's won it. I know they've all won it. But I want my turn. I want my shake. I want my fair share. And I want to win the MegaBrawl. And when it comes to former friends, a la the Bonzel Street Bomber who left me in a crumpled heap with that dirtbag and a J.C. Penney's coat named Diamond Earl Scruggs. I'm going to hit him with that 1, 2, 3. Celebrate Thanksgiving the way I do by having a nice cold Yingling at the end of the night. And if you're not down with that, then you ain't so righteous. Thank you, Doc.
All right, thank you, Nick. This is not only a MegaBrawl qualifier, it might be a very good preview of what to come tonight. 2019 MegaBrawl features the return of the classic main event, where multiple wrestlers are legal at the same time. No tags in, no tags out. We've got Pat Klein with an armbar on one of the Hyper Enforcers here. Burlington Bulldog, they know what the MegaBrawl main event is all about. They participated in the classic main event in the back. The Bulldog is getting wrapped around that top rope by a chain here. The referee doesn't have much to do in a 6-man, every man for himself match like this, but they're in the Great Tiger. And then a drop kick through the ropes. And the Diamond Assassin stalking. Knee lift on the Great Tiger. Now he's going for a chokehold on the Great Tiger. We've got the Hyper Enforcers down. The Great Tiger trying to power out of it, but he can't. Is he tapping? Is he tapping? submission victory.
Climb, the Diamond Assassin.
And the Diamond Assassin.
The Diamond Assassin, Pat Klein, is on his way to MegaBrawl. Don't miss coverage of the MegaBrawl Super Main Event on our next episode of Championship Clash.
Yes, it's the 2019 MegaBrawl, Wednesday, November 27 in Williamstown, New Jersey. All your favorite NJCW superstars will be in action. We'll see the champ, Nick Righteous. We'll see the Bonzo Street Bomber and the Diamond Stable. We'll have NJCW trading cards, 50/50 raffle tickets, and of course, the 2019 MegaBrawl Super Main Event. Wednesday, November 27, it's the night before Thanksgiving in Williamstown. The Monroe Business Arena, the doors open at 7:30, the matches start at 8. The 2019 MegaBrawl will be the one you don't want to miss.